Obviously, everybody disappointed with the outcome from the other day. But whether you win or lose, you got to flip it forward and watch the video, learn from it, and that's what we got to do this week. Getting ready to go play in the border war game, rivalry game. You look at these games historically; they've been really tight, so we're playing a really good football team. You look at them. Saturday against Texas. Statistically won the game in about every way, just not on the scoreboard. They take it to overtime. So another test inside of this league on the road against a good football team, and one that we're looking forward to, and hopefully we see a lot of our fans make the trip up there to Lexington. Open it up.
Questions?
I'll take a stab at an injury question. Joey got beat up the other night. What's his status for this game?
You gonna take that from him? It's your job.
It's my job.
Yeah.
I ask it in a different way.
Yeah.
Strike one, strike two.
Obviously, a couple hits that Joey took, but he'll be ready to go this Saturday.
And when you showed the film to your guys of Texas, Kentucky, do you think it's not a hard sell to them that they're playing a good team considering what they see in the Texas game?
Oh, they know they're going to play a good team every week inside of this league. First of all, again, another road test. You can point to that game and see the quality of the opponent that we're playing.
Front row.
Coach, after a tough loss to a really good team, how do you get your team ready for another road game against another really good team, kind of get them to put that loss behind them and just look forward to another rivalry game?
It's the nature of the game that we play. You got to be the same competitor every week, but every day, and that's why your routine matters, and getting ready and prepared matters. So this is our next opportunity as a football team, and we got to continue to grow.
Vince, then Brent.
Josh, you guys have had some high penalty numbers, and it seems like sometimes when you had those penalties, it kind of domino affected and impacted you in other ways. Besides just working on it, what are specific ways you can address penalties even when you're not in game situations?
Yeah, some of it comes from the details of what we're doing. A couple of things with our alignments and/or catch points, and it's what you're doing every single day in every drill. So you put all of that together. When you have a penalty, it makes it tougher. You know what I mean? You're giving them a 1st and 5, changes the way the game's played, or you're 2nd and 15, changes the way the game's played. So that's part of what we showed and talked about today.
You played a lot of different combinations on the offensive front in the first half. I know part of that was because of Lance's injury situation. What did you like about the balance with continuity versus it takes everybody that you need everybody? How do you manage that?
Yeah, continuity does matter. The positions that guys played in, that's how they trained. Your offensive line, very rarely in a given year, 5 guys going to start and play every rep all year long. So they cross-trained at different spots, and getting David back allows us the ability to move those guys around a little bit. I do think they have comfort in playing different spots, and communication is solid. Ultimately, there's a couple of things that we got to do a little bit better. And I don't think that's directly correlated to guys moving. I think it's just timing and how we executed it.
So you envision continuing to rotate like that?
Yeah, we'll have some rotation with our front 5.
Austin.
Coach, after the Georgia game, Coach Inge stepped up there to the podium and talked about how he felt like he needed to get Jaden Harmon more run. He's not played since then, so what's he got to do to get more run on the defensive side?
Yeah. Ultimately, James has done a really good job on special teams. Proof of your product is in your preparation on the practice field too, and James is a guy that we love inside of our building. Just want to see continued growth from him.
Coach, you guys, Joey, have been so good at dialing up those chunk plays down the field first half of the season. What could Alabama do the other night to be able to limit that?
Yeah, some of it's just the structure of what they're playing. inverted two coverage with corners high and soft, is going to limit. That's why some of the stuff in the middle chunks were really good for us. Ultimately, we got to find a way to create more explosives.
Patrick or Rob, yeah, go ahead.
And Deshaun, the last couple of games, seems like he's really hit another gear. What is he? Is he just seeing it better at a high end? What's going right for him?
He made a couple of elite cuts and making people miss to have extended long runs. But he has done a really good job of pressing it, and the first outside zone play, Lance does a great job of handling the edge of the defense, and we're able to get around it. Next one, we cut up inside and make somebody miss. Deshaun's, I was just talking about being the same competitor every single day. Like, exactly what you're getting from him, and guys that do that continue to get better, and that's been Deshaun's journey in college football and this season too.
Coach, when you went back and watched it, some of the missed tackles in the second half, was there a common theme about whether plays were made and some of you guys work on in practice?
Yeah, some of them were in a bad body position. Some of them we just don't wrap up and ultimately make the play. So we got to find a way to get them down and make that play.
John, in back.
Aside from teams just being really good in this league, what is the challenge of playing on the road in this league? What makes it so hard to win on the road in this league?
I think it starts with everyday ordinary things, communication. Not having the pre-snap penalties. I think that's where it starts on the offensive side of the football. And the nature of the game, it's 11 on 11 between the white lines, but all of your players being able to be in the present and just go play the next play, and the momentum swings that naturally occur, being able to be settled in mentally, physically, and emotionally, and go play the next play.
Why do you feel like maybe there hasn't been as much focus at home or on the road as there has been at home at times?
Well, I don't think we've played perfect at home either. I take you in there and watch the tape. There's so many controllables that we control that it can change the way a game's played. And you also understand this game's never going to be perfect either. So.
Paige, then Vince.
Coach, do you like the energy that you see from the team, maybe whether on the field or on the sideline? I know Joey talks to his teammates a lot, like keeping them mentally right. How would you evaluate maybe the energy that you see in these games?
I told him this morning, I love the way we continue to compete and play. We got to play smarter. That's in alignment assignments, it's execution, it's all of those things. But obviously, end of the first half when momentum swings, right? Our ability to reset at halftime, come out and compete in the third quarter. I'll take that from that group every day. Now we got to execute better, but ultimately, this group competes hard and plays hard.
You mentioned Kentucky's a good team, and they outgained Texas in a close game.
Yeah.
What are some specific things that Kentucky brings to the table?
I think their offensive line, their experience, physicality is a big part of their identity. Defensively, again, big and strong up front, multiple in front structure, coverage, rotation. They're a good football team. Played a tough schedule. You always do inside of this league, but they've played a tough one.
Finish with Brent.
Offensively, in sudden change situations when the defense has gotten the offense the ball back in turnover, you guys have not capitalized as much there. Is that a
Thanks
focus thing,
for
or
pointing that out.
Is that a focus thing, or is that just a fluky thing that you just haven't executed in that situation?
Have not executed in that situation. It's nothing extravagant. It's us doing our job, being in the present and executing. So, the other day, we recognize a structure late. We've already gave an indicator to the center and trying to check a play, and that's how an errant snap happens, and all of a sudden you're behind the chains. And so ultimately, we just got to be a little bit better. You got to take advantage of those situations too. We're down 10 and got a chance to close the gap.
Thank you.